How's it going, Spacers? Hey. Something's changed in this end. Something's wrong here. Sorry, let me just pull the leafy maneuver. Hey guys. Hey guys. But yeah, I shaved. For a one-day event. Anyways, that is gone now, so now I'm back in regrow my beard mode because I miss my beard. Anyways, in the last episode, I believe that's when we got the weapon that Miss Nyoka Ramnarine Wentworth has. I'm surprised I remembered her full name. Spectrum Gatling. Which is a fucking badass science weapon. This is like the best science weapon. Just by the fact that it's just... Or, no. This is also a really cool science weapon. Felix also has a really cool science weapon. See, I like the science weapons that are just normal weapons, but more powerful. I think it suits them. I think maybe I should arm every a science weapon. Oh, I should do
If this is a cult, who am I kidding? It's a cult.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm really sorry. What do you think you're doing? He was so upset with me. Anyways, yes, we got... I don't know why I shot her, but it was just my frustration that I thought that brought us inside. We were sent to meet with the Prophet of Profitability, because we had no more quests in the orchards, and this is our next lead that we got a little bit early, so I feel like we should follow it up.
If this is a cult, who am I kidding? It's a cult. Hold your judgment until you meet them. Some of my best friends were from Graham's camp.
That was a movement. That was not a cult. This is a cult. I can already tell. I did do like a quick run around in here after I finished last episode, and I just like real quick just killed everybody. 5 Prophet Disciple, which I love that in this game you can kill anybody. That's great. It's beautiful. You're just getting barely anything. Prophet of Profitability had like $500 on her. Like 5 o'clock awaken. 5 o'clock to 12 praise the prophet. Listen to the prophet. 12 to 2 sweat house meditation. 12 or 2 to 2:02. 2 minutes for lunch. 2:02 to 4 o'clock hot cold training. 4 o'clock to 5 stomach purging. 5 to 5:02 dinner. 5:02 to 6 stomach purging. 6 to 8 medical attention. Clean the retreat. Beatings by the prophet. Free time. Disciples choice. Self-flagellation or meditation of productivity, followed by no food next day. Sleep. They sleep 3 hours. They have 4 minutes to eat every day total, and then they have to puke it. Ew, what the fuck? This woman's killing people. This woman's killing people. I'm not on her side. Hello.
The Prophet of Profitability has changed my life. Her seminars are worth every bit.
What do you even cook that people can eat in 2 minutes? Soup? You just eat soup? That's it? I have to eat like thin soup so that they can just
Here I go. Heading back.
thin soups that they can just drink. Let's hop on these bad boys and do a little quick save here. I don't think. I'm waiting for her to not look bust into here. Can't go into somebody's house without looting the place first, you know? Away. Bro, don't make me. Terminals. Let's oh. There we go. Okay. You know what? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. There we go. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Moving where I got things. Maybe I should close the door when I'm stealing things. Mag to power. Power. Point of interest. Workbench. Tac shotgun. 3. Where was the workbench? Bitch, I think that's downstairs. Huh? Okay, so there was nothing in there. That was useless. Is it being filtered out? Is the smoke going? It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's kind of pulling up right there. These people are gonna fucking die of smoke inhalation. Carbon monoxide poisoning. Oh my god. Or diet. No, I'm probably just smoke. God damn. Jesus fucking Christ. So they can't get those lights running, or maybe they don't want to use those for their culty reasons. I always get worried because there's usually like chairs next to doors. So sometimes I walk into a room and I start stealing things. Somebody's like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" Right there. I didn't look before I did that. I should have. Looks like these guys don't have in terms of notes and shit. So there's actually probably not a whole lot of info I can get here unless it's all on technology. All on computers and whatnot. I think I'll save going down there for after I talk to the profitability, because she is all right this way. Woman named Victoria Foxworth.
About time somebody came the hell back. I notice you're not spattered in blood, which doesn't bode particularly well. For you. I hope you're not about to tell me you lost your nerve.
Are you confused or just crazy? We've never met.
Oh? I thought for sure with your armaments that you'd be with the other hunters. Pardon my tomfoolery, stranger. I see I've mistaken you for someone else. Victoria Foxworth, Rizzo's executive clerical actuator. Pleased to meet you. Might I ask what brings you to the reserve?
I'm investigating the murder of Ruth Bellamy. Bell's brought me here.
A professional, I see. I don't know anything about any murder, but you might be just who I'm looking for. There's a particular task that my hunters haven't yet been capable enough to complete. I wonder if you'd have any interest in it.
I don't know if it's intentional by them, but the way she's like kind of like bobbing back and forth seems like she's kind of weary from being in this cult, like, and purging and all the physical stress that their body must be going through. I think that's a very neat little detail, little body language. But anyways, go on, Victoria.
As you may be aware, Slug currently owns the reserve, but it rightfully belongs to Rizzo's.
Right.
There's an ex-Rizzo's employee currently in possession of the land grant for the entire complex. Insult to injury from Slug, and evidence that this complex is rightfully ours. This particular individual is up there in years. His mind is failing. Leaving the land grant to him is like leaving it in the trash. I would like you to retrieve it.
I don't think I understand why you need my help. Can't your hunters handle an old man?
I would have thought so too, but I sent my scouts out ages ago and none have yet returned. The old man's certainly too senile to be a threat, but it's possible Slug put him under guard. You're not recognizably with Rizzo's. Thus, it shall be easier for you to get close.
Maybe it's actually the old man just starts telling stories. And then he just keeps talking. You can't kill him. You can't interrupt. That's rude. So he just keeps talking and he keeps talking. And eventually, they're just like, fucking dude, I'm just gonna go home. I think it's been a fucking hell of a day. I'm tired. What makes you say the reserve rightfully belongs to Rizzo's?
You mean you don't know the story? This atmospheric complex was first annexed by Rizzo's. We'd planned a lovely wildlife-themed attraction to be built here. Alas, due to some backhanded and admittedly shrewd legal footwork on Slug's part, Rizzo's ownership of the complex was lost. Now we rent it from Slug. I seek only to have what was stolen returned to us.
Stolen's a pretty strong word. Seems like they did it pretty legally. Let's see if I could solve the situation non-violently.
Solve the situation however you like, so long as you bring me the land grant. The target in question lives out in the woods, exactly where I'm not certain. Best of luck.
The land actually belongs to this old man, I'm guessing. This old man left the company, and Rizzo's is saying, like, since he's our employee, he's our property, but since he's not part of the company anymore, that means that they don't own the land, and he struck a deal with Slug, possibly. I'm guessing. That is my guess, and I have no basis on that. I just came up with it from my brain. 'Cause I'm fucking...
She said I must burn away the old me in order to be transformed. I can feel myself burning already.
Oh, terminal. Nice. Oh, there's the work. Notification about you. Anyways, read this terminal. View messages from Bellamy Ruth. Prophet. I've talked with my agents and they've told me about Prophet. I've talked with my agents and they've told me that what I said about your seminars and not taking them actually lost you about 30% of your revenue for the next 3 months. Future loss is projected. When I said I wasn't much interested in attending, I didn't really realize that it hit you quite as hard as it did. Guess it's the price of stardom. Everybody listens a little extra to everything you said. I'm hoping, if you got space, that I might be able to attend one of your sessions today as a means of apologizing. I know that notice is short, but I'm hoping you can fit me in without too much inconvenience. Whitaker Lee. Hey Prophet, Whitaker here. Wanted to ask how that mix of herbs I sent you has worked out. Skeptical at first about using them for meditation purposes, but what do I know about productivity? That said, be sure to remember what I told you. Don't cut the herbs asymmetrically. Hampers the texture. Don't keep them out in the sun, and for law's sake, make sure you keep the smoke doses small. Last thing you want is to accidentally send someone into a coma, or worse, kill them. Be smart. Dude, it's weed too. Prophet. The other attendees of tripling profits through the transcendentalism and I have keened. We're all in agreement. Your seminars are simply top notch. You see a 0.5 increase in each of our businesses and total profits since attending your seminar together. Of course, with the price of material, shipping, and other costs involved, it boils down more to a 1% increase, but an increase is an increase. If you ever decide to visit Grand Colonial, you simply must let us purchase you a round of drinks. Thanks to you, we certainly have the bits for it. Right. That was I guess it's just people. Or maybe it's just people staying at the Grand Colonial. Okay. Guy named Drugs and Ruth Bellamy trying to mend broken burn bridges. They made it seem like she said, "Oh, this lady's crazy. It's a cult." And really, she said, "Nah, I just don't want to go. I'm not interested in going."
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Wrong gun. Sorry, my bad. Hi. Don't mind. It's...
My lord, stop! You're ruining everyone's humors.
Don't worry, it's not a weapon. Oh. Ooh, you got something that might be nice on the Vicar.
Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
Burning these would generate some pretty toxic smoke.
Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of...
Wait, hold on. I want the Vicar here. I wonder if he has dialogue. I'm gonna pause. And come right back to this. Oh my god, everything I did. I'm back, I have the Vicar.
Who am I kidding? It's a cult. Hold your judgment until you meet him. Some of my best friends were from Graham's camp.
You got anything to say, Vic? Yeah. Not yet. Okay, so going back through, I found this. Notice all employees working for the Holy Caves, working in the Holy Caves. Regret to inform you that this atmospheric complex now belongs to Sublight Underground. Under the terms of our new intercorporate agreement, all Rosa's employees remaining on the complex will be reviewed as corporate spies by Sublight Underground. While you remain here, you will not be under Rizzo's protection, nor will you be paid for any continued work. Please report to Rizzo's property for processing. Failure... Please report... No, that was right. Failure to comply will result in termination, either by Sublight Underground or by Rizzo's fixers. Please refrain from misusing company resources to continue to survive. Thank you. Okay, wow. Rizzo's really just fucking left everybody hanging high to dry. Reason not to help this bitch that gives me the quest. Dude, weed too would generate some pretty toxic smoke!
Side effects
I thought
from
I could.
extended exposure include dizziness,
E.
nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and or death.
Really? The Vicar has no interest. No interest in saying anything? After our drug trip together? Dude, that was important. You cannot... They should have put something here. Well, the dry herbs are difficult to chew. Flavor is less bitter than expected. Woodsy. Like Tripicale with a singed aftertaste. Actually slightly better tasting than your average can of Saltuna, though. Or most boots.
Hypothesizing potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome, decapitation. Slight possibility of calculation error.
Discrepancy analyzer. Amplifier. Sorry. Didn't mean to insult you. How is...
Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
You analyze the chemicals? Yeah, can you analyze the chemical these herbs are treated with?
Analyzing. Complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
Let's make a note of that and move on. You.
The Reckless Endangerment Seminar isn't for another 3 days.
Alright, let's... hold on. I gotta click all these. I'm pretty sure... not her.
I'm going to absolutely murder the next quarterly report.
Going to talk about a person. I was like, going to fucking murder that bastard. I'm just like, hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Oh boy. What do you mean body armor and helmet armor? I can't upgrade helmets. I've not had a single helmet that I can put upgrade on. You wait. Unlock it with what? By leveling up. Summary. No. Stats. What skill was that? That be tinker engineering? Hence, items you repair will become pristine, increasing value and durability. Break down weapons and armor for a 10% chance to extract a rare mod. Damage versus automechanical. So, well, hold on. Reduce tinkering cost. Tinkering. No. How do you modify helmets? Can you modify helmets in this game? I'm so confused. Anyways, this lady is another person that we can talk to. Hello, Aaliyah Mason.
Hello, welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
You're beautiful. Dude. I'm such a fucking simp. What the... Anyways. What can you... about the retreat?
If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humors strangling your potential. Sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out, or stand amidst burning coals and feel your productive inhibitions burn away. And remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
I love her. The way she talks. I love the way she talks. I love her eyes. I love such beautiful eyes. What, dude? God damn it. That's just. Anyways, you know the Prophet well.
Of course. I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges. She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon. Of course, I've been waiting on someday soon for coming up on
Girl
4
boss.
years now.
Gaslight.
I'm sure it's
Gatekeep. Girl
gonna
boss.
happen anytime now.
Your girl boss. She's gatekeep. And somebody here's the gaslighter. Gas. Oh my god. For Positivity Disciple, you sound a little less than enthused. Yeah, it's the way she's so blasé about everything she's saying. I noticed that, but I didn't know if that was intentional.
Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper.
This bitch is done with this place. Love that. I was hired to look into Halcyon Helen's murder. I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
Oh, whoa. Prophet had some kind of feud with Halcyon Helen, right?
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
Spencer Woolrick?
Oh, you must have misheard me. I said high profile, not had profile. Mr. Woolrich comes by much too often to be worth mentioning.
Well, at least I know he comes by. Well...
Yes, the circumstances
Hold on,
there-
let's go back. Who was it?
I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the Prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush.
Anyways, you notice any unusual behavior during this retreat?
Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
That could have been her getting the email, freaking out about it. Or it could have been hearing that Helen was dead. Where were you at the time of the murder?
I was here, at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet, who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually.
Alright, well, that's all for now. Thanks, Aaliyah.
Certainly.
Or Aliyah, I'm not sure.
Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious.
Yeah?
I noticed the prophet's dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
She wants the prophet out of the picture. uh, there was a body?
I think so. Had the right size and shape.
Thank you so much. Ours. I'll look into. Thank you. Hoo hoo. Bobu? Bruh. Anyways. Let's talk. Hello, Miss Prophet of Profitability. Might I ask a few questions of you?
Fruitful and productive welcome, sister. I had a feeling you would visit me. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
How did you know I was back?
My disciples come to and from the Grand Colonial, bringing supplies and information. Knowing what happens at the hotel affects my livelihood, after all. With that said, I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. We should clear you of all those nasty, nasty humors hampering your potential.
No. No. Don't touch my humors. I'll fucking do it. Anyways. That's not what she said. You know, sorry, Prophet. I don't think I can spare the time. I got murder to look into. Let's have her explain. Though, God damn it. You know what? Fuck it. If I want someone peddling sprat oil, I buy a Spratwurst. Don't waste my time.
Sprat oil? That is. We understand your decision and respect it. But those humors will cling to you. You'll find success with my seminars, or a quarter of your money back. Regardless, I do understand. Is there anything else I
No
can help
matter
you
what.
with?
Got some interesting herbs in here.
I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, sister.
Brand new
The
strand
compound
of
they're treated with is my own
weed
invention,
too.
designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know.
Seems pretty toxic. Toxic enough to kill someone?
None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else?
You said you had no further interaction with Helen before her death, correct?
Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
Really? No messages from her or anything like that?
Your tone of voice seems to suggest that you have information already, which also suggests you've read my terminal. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
I'm gonna ask you some questions about Helen. Please answer truthfully.
Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know?
You and Helen didn't get along, I hear.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills.
Did you contact Helen after you left the Grand Colonial?
I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
Ride your terminal. And think real carefully before you lied again.
Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
I just got the same answer from two different, like, trees. Please answer truthfully.
Yes. I suppose we can talk about her some more.
Where were you? At the time of Helen's.
Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for quite some time now, as my disciples can attest. In fact, I haven't visited the Colonials since I arrived several weeks ago. Bad energies, you understand.
Except when you had a really bad day and nobody saw you for all that time.
I did not. She had...
Sure you didn't send any messages saying the contrary?
Your tone of voice seems to suggest that you have information already. Which also, whatever the case, I didn't care to...
Wow, really? All of those just end up in that. Okay. That's kind of... Two dialogue options that give me the same thing, and then one doesn't get grayed out. Then. Anyways. Someone said they saw you dragging a human-shaped lump into your... I guess it just gives you more to say. More in-depth roleplay. So it actually does serve functioning. Pick that apart. Sorry. Anyways. Someone said they saw you dragging a human-shaped lump into your ear. Can you explain?
Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, sister. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time.
Quicker I get the truth, sir, I can leave you alone.
Yes. I suppose the more quickly we get off this subject, the better. I had a visitor, yes. But as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now.
Right. All for now. Okie doke. Well, I think that's about it for this episode. I am going to continue exploring her little compound here because we've got a whole downstairs area, probably a lot more information we can gather from. So I will see you guys in the next episode of the Outer Worlds. Comment, subscribe if you want, share this video with someone you know, and I will see you guys in the next episode. I think I already said. Yikes. Alright. Peace.